Is not backing down from calling for meaningful public safety and gun reform.
But as we saw during the legislative session, that's much easier said than done. The shooting at Covenant School in Nashville underlined those long-running calls for changes to gun laws in response to deadly attacks on schools and public places. Protesters showed up at the Capitol in the weeks after Covenant.
The governor said there was a broad agreement on the need to keep dangerous people away from guns, but lawmakers couldn't come to a consensus on exactly what to do, at least when it came to voting for a bill tagged with a politically toxic term, red flag law.
With the special session now on the schedule for late August, Governor Lee is speaking with State Capitol reporter Chris O'Brien about his plan moving forward.
It's a delicate line Governor Bill Lee is walking ahead of the special session on public safety and gun reform.
I've put forth what I think is the framework for what will protect the citizens and protect Second Amendment rights. But there's a lot of conversation to be had between now and then.
Those conversations could prove to be tough ones, especially within his own party. Republican leadership has been vocal about not entertaining any so-called red flag laws, despite the governor's push for a temporary mental health order of protection.
What's your plan if they really stick to their guns in that?
Well, I mean, we're going to meet with lawmakers, Republicans and Democrats, and outside stakeholders as well, and talk about what we think is important.
The special session is set to begin August 21st, well after the start of school for most districts in the state. Some have questioned if that was an intentional move to prevent student protests like the one we saw during the regular legislative session. But Lee says he left the decision up to Capitol leadership.
At the end of the day, they are the ones that have to follow a process to get to a place where something can be done. They chose those dates.
Democrats want serious gun reform, but as the superminority, they will have to be amenable to meeting in the middle.
The ambition of a few influential politicians are causing our children and others to die.
Meanwhile, Lee believes there is common ground between the two parties, though ultimately, even he admits the decision isn't his.
There is agreement that things should be done and can be done. What those things are, as I said, ultimately it will be a decision for the General Assembly.
In Nashville, Chris O'Brien.
Chris did reach out to both speakers to see why they chose August 21st as opposed to earlier in the summer.
Lieutenant Governor Press Secretary Adam Kleinheider wrote back in part, quote, "The August date allows members to meet with constituents and stakeholders in order to determine the best path forward."
And Speaker of the House Press Secretary Doug Kuffner wrote the Senate indicated that August 21st was their preference. The Speaker has been clear the House would come in on any date the governor called for the special session because it is his decision. That's the end of his quote there.